In the last video, we created some inventory locations to be able to represent all of the stock that we have physically on the system. So emulate the same thing just to mirror, okay, we have 10 items on this inventory location. Then we have 10 items also on 390 just to be able to mirror all of that. So in this video, we'll continue and we'll look at how to transfer items from one place to the other. And before we looked at this particular location, main office raw materials, or sent some stuff from one place to the other. And so what I want to do now is I want to rename again this place and call it main office. And let me leave it, or let me call it head office. Okay. So now head office now has these items, and let's transfer some items from head office to other branches. So let's look at Abuja. Abuja currently doesn't have anything, and head office has a couple of stuff. So now let's transfer some items from the head office to Abuja. So let's send only 30 or maybe 20 kg of flour. Let's send 20 kg of flour from head office to Abuja. So we're talking about flour, and we want to do a transfer. Remember, we have the item here called transfer out, and we want to send that to a location. We have different options here. Either I want to send to a location or a production department, or when we get to production, we deal with production department. So let's just work with a location. If you don't have production enabled, you won't see this option, so don't worry about that. So the location we want to send this to is Abuja, as we said, and we want to send, let's say, 20 kg of flour. And yeah, let's just click update inventory. And now that has transferred 20 kg from this particular location in head office to Abuja. So if I go back to locations and I go to Abuja, remember initially it was empty. Now we have 20 kg of items here. So if I click at or into that particular location, I can see now that the inventory states the flour in the Abuja location, that the current stock is 20 kg. And that transfer came in, it created a transfer in record from head office by this person. I can see now initially it was 0, and now there's 20, and now the new stock is 20. Okay, so if I go back to the head office, I see now that that's from 90 has reduced to 70, such that if I click into it, I can now see that initially it was 60. Remember, it's 5:48 p.m. It was 60. Then 2 minutes later, I added 20, and a couple of minutes later, I'm transferring 20. Just remove my video there so you'll be able to see. So a couple of minutes later, I'm transferring 20. So out of 90, 20 was sent out from this number, and the new stock is now 70. Okay, and now we have the 70 here as the current stock value. Okay, that's how you can handle transfer from one place to the other. So let's say Lagos Island here is empty. Let's redo that. And there are some things in Abuja, yes. And now we want to transfer out of the things we have in Abuja. Let's say we want to transfer another 10 kg of flour to, let's say, Aja or Lagos Island. Okay, so if I go to Abuja, we already have 20 kg. So I go back here again, I go to flour, then I can just go to transfer out, and I can transfer to, if I want to transfer to Lagos Island, I want to transfer 10 kg, and that's just, I can optionally put a note here. This is to transfer to another branch, okay? And if I do update inventory, that will reduce that from 20 to 10, such that if I click into this particular location in Abuja, it shows that 20 came in, all right, 609, and now 10 kg were sent out to Lagos Island. And that's a couple of minutes later by me. Okay, depending on the individuals in the business managing these locations, every single activity in this regard would be logged. Okay, and I can see all of these things based on time frame. Last week, if I go to last week, I won't see any of these things because all of these things happened today. Okay, not yesterday, today. And I can say maybe this week. So again, this helps you filter every single activity that goes on from one location to the other. All right. So this is how transfer of items from one location to the other can happen within 390. And if I go to Lagos Island, I can as well see that I received from Abuja. Initially, I was 0. and now I'm 10, and the total is 10. And we now have the 10 as the current stock. Okay, thank you.